Self-employed Americans are unlocking a new way to invest for retirement. They're called solo 401ks, and they have existed for years. But now big banks are getting behind them in order to supplement the exploding demand by self-employed Americans and small business owners. The pitch? They can contribute as both employee and employer, potentially saving a lot more money. Look at that full screen there, $72,000 every year. The platforms, meanwhile, will handle all of the planning and paperwork. Josh, I'll come to you first. What's interesting here, I think, is that you've got a record number of small business owners, 36 million. They're demanding new ways to save. What do you make of the spotlight on those solo 401ks? Are the Barron's readers using it?
I'm not sure. I'm sure some of the Barron's readers are probably using it, right? Because really what we've seen is, to me, it's the gig economy, right? And the concept of the amount of independent contractors you're seeing now, that's been a big move, specifically post-COVID, but overall, just the fact that you now have people that drive Uber full-time. You have people that go out on DoorDash and are making deliveries full-time. You have people creating on YouTube that are technically their own independent contractors and making millions of dollars a year, right? This has become a big business. And so I was looking at some research from ADP, and what ADP took a look at was the share of workers earning above $100 an hour. So temporary workers, that's less than 1%, earn $100 an hour. Traditional workers, less than 5%. Independent contractors, nearly 7% of those workers are earning more than $100 an hour. So not only are more people doing gig work, but they're making more money than even people in traditional jobs too. So it makes sense to go with 401k.
And their income is really lumpy too. So the idea that you could do 72,000 up to that might be good. Some years you might hit it, some years you might not. Jackie, I was looking at some stats too. Something like 55% of us are not prepared for retirement. We know there's a big problem with that. Those numbers from FIDO. Will this solve that issue?
Solve, I don't know. Help, I think definitely. And I think that this speaks to a little bit of the affordability issue too, although retirement isn't right now, not enough Americans are thinking about the future either, and how they're going to make ends meet. Small business is the backbone of basically the U.S. economy. Gig workers are very, very important, but the other piece of it is small business. Taylor, you reported most recently that small business sentiment was actually ticking up, and that people were feeling optimistic about things. You want to continue that, but one of the biggest gripes from small business owners is that I don't get the benefits that I would get if I worked for a large corporation. So giving them this opportunity, I think, is huge, number one. Number two, if you saw on that full screen, roughly the 72,000, because you can contribute both ways as the employer and the employee, is almost 50,000 over the 25,000 figure that was on the right side of the screen, which is what you can do as an individual at a corporation. So if people are committed to it and they do it and take advantage of it, remember, we talk about compound interest, especially in a market that's been on fire like this one, you can definitely build up a nice nest egg for your retirement.
Right, I think there's a lot of good things going on for retirement savers out there. You know, there was an executive order from Trump not that long ago where he tried to open up the aperture on what people could use to save, right? He wants you to be able to invest in different categories.
You like that?
I do.
Like the cryptos in your retirement account?
I would never even buy crypto
I think
for
that's
any account
that's
whatsoever.
In the universe there, cryptos. Is it okay to be a little jealous that if you're self-employed, you can put 72K in?
Yes,
if you're
I
not?
love it. It's all about incentivizing.
Why can't workers put more in? Like, why do we have to have a cap? Why do we have to have a cap?
I don't think there should be a cap. I would love no cap is what I would love. But basically, with this solo 401k, you're matching yourself.
I love it. I think workers should be able to do
because
that.
they want a cap on it because they don't want you. Let's say you were in a position where you can save the bulk of your paycheck in your 401k. Then you're not paying tax on that money right now, and they need that money. They need that tax revenue. That's what I think the cap is designed for.
I know. They think you're going to shelter too much income. But
I mean, I know you have to pay it later, but you'll pay it at a lower rate when you retire.
You pay taxes at a lower rate. But see, nobody's fighting for a higher cap on 401ks. Maybe because they think it's only rich people could do it. I don't agree with that, by the way. I think people...
But, sorry, don't get mad at me.
That's a Larry Kudlow butt right there.
When you consider the fact that your company, most employers are going to match a little bit too. So let's say you hit your max and they hit their max on what they would match. The number's going to be higher than 24,000.
No, I get that. They can match that. But I don't know. I think independence in retirement is one of the best things that you can do for Americans, and giving them a chance to save more money Jerry, I think would be good, and I agree with you. I think big government lefties don't like that because it creates independence instead of dependence.
I just want to bring up one small fact here that will appeal to a minority of your audience, but an important minority. One appeal of this thing is that some solo 401ks are equipped to serve as gateways to so-called mega backdoor Roth contributions. This is something a lot of people want to do, and it's very difficult to get to. This could be a solution for those people. I just bring it up. Taylor?
We always talk about how taxes and laws are either to incentivize or de-incentivize behavior, and I like this. It incentivizes people to save, and it incentivizes people to be an entrepreneur and to open up your own business.
Love it.